Hello, wizards and witches. Welcome to the Wizarding World. If you've never been to my channel, welcome. You're in for a treat. If you've been here before, you know what's up. So we have a new moon in Libra this week. There's so many amazing things that you can do to honor this new moon without any tools. You don't need a cauldron, you don't need a wand, you don't need anything. All you need is yourself. Libra is an air sign. That means it's about the mind, it's about the intellect, it's about the communication. So these are all practices that you can do within your own mind or just communicating to yourself or another person, whether that's vocally or through writing. Libra rules relationships. It's actually the only zodiac sign that is represented by an inanimate object, by the scales. It's not an animal or a person. It's represented by true balance. So this week, there are a lot of beautiful opportunities that you have to dive into looking at your own patterns in relationship to relationships and look at how you interact and engage with people, how you react to being in partnership or not being in partnership. And so I wanted to give you guys a couple of beautiful ritual ideas or just little activities that you can do to honor the new moon energy. So if you're in partnership, this is a really great time to plant the seeds for the things that you really want more of in your life. Maybe you're looking for a new home. Maybe you want to spice up your sex life. Maybe you really just want to be able to be more emotionally connected with one another. This is a beautiful opportunity for all of us to get really clear on what we desire and to act on it. New moons are all about planting seeds. We talk a lot about this in Witch School. You can find all the information on my website, miamagic.com. Because the moon is dark, in the same sign as the sun in the sky, right? So the sun is shining like this. So we're right here. We can't see the moon because the sun is behind it. That's the new moon. And so when the moon is new, it's like us having the opportunity to be thrust into the darkness like a seed. Gives us an opportunity to grow. And the moon will be full in Libra 6 months from now. And so each of these intentions that you set, if they are specifically related to the Libran energy, they will likely come to fruition around that full moon in Libra 6 months from now. So this is a really beautiful moment to look at how your last 6 months have gone, I think very differently than we all would have expected, and how you want your next 6 months to go, despite all the uncertainty that's occurring. It's about your relationships. So how are you relating to the earth? How are you relating to your family? How do you relate to yourself? How do you relate to your partnership or lack thereof? Are you one of those girls that's just like, fuck this, where's my boyfriend? And like kind of jealous of people who have a boyfriend? Maybe there's something inside of you that you need to look at, and that by looking at, that would be the exact healing that you need in order to manifest or magnetize the perfect partner to you. Libra, like Taurus, is ruled by Venus. So the best thing you can do right now is feel luxurious, feel comfortable, feel sensually alive. This is a great time to take a bath and do any of your beauty rituals. Really give yourself time. Maybe give yourself a facial. Maybe it's just standing in the mirror and affirming beautiful things to yourself. Whatever it is, you really want all of your energy in the next day or two to be focused on witnessing what the things are that have maybe been keeping you from living or being in the most empowered relationships that you desire. Libra is all about diplomacy, harmony, balance, truly. So how are you maybe out of balance in your life? Maybe that's spiritually, maybe it's mentally, emotionally, financially, professionally, that you would like to come into balance again. Because you can use that frequency of balance and harmony that Libra supports us with in any part of your life. It doesn't specifically have to be about your romantic relationships. It can be your relationship to your work, your relationship to your home, your relationship to your pets. It's just all about bringing harmony. So one of the beautiful rituals that I really love to do, especially during Libra season, is to get together with my partner and create a vision of our relationship. So what is it that we want to create moving forward? We're leaving the country right now. There's a lot of uncertainty in everyone's world. And so for us, we're sitting and visioning our next steps in relationship. If you're not in a relationship, you can still do that with yourself. So maybe you don't speak very kindly to yourself, or maybe you don't spend a lot of time in self-care. Maybe you don't give yourself bubble baths, or just take enough time to meditate in the morning. And maybe that's a new way that you want to relate to yourself. Maybe that's a new vision that you have for yourself moving forward. If you were in a partnership, or if you were in love with yourself, then how would you want to move forward with this new pattern? What would be the way you would want to engage with your partner in order to actualize this vision? Maybe it's casting a spell. Maybe you would want your partner to just rub you all over with oils and tell you about all the beautiful things that are coming. So maybe it's like, oh, I'm so excited about my best-selling book. I'm so grateful that I am so kind to myself and I treat my body really well. And I'm so blessed for my health. And I feel so excited about these next chapters. And that can just take 10 or 15 minutes. And that's your whole ritual. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Because Libra is also an air sign, you can use just your mind for a ritual. You can sit and do a visualization of how you want the places that are out of balance in your life to come into balance. What would that look like? Create the 5 senses reality of your new experience. So what does it feel like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? What does it feel like, both physically and emotionally? What are the sounds that you hear? Are there people affirming you? Are there people applauding you? What is the entire sensual experience of that which you are calling in? That's a super beautiful, super simple way to use meditation and visualization to create the experience of having already manifested everything that you desire. And make sure you include your gratitude. If you are in partnership, speaking and communicating with your partner is such a beautiful idea. Maybe it's the things that you really want support with from them. Maybe it's the vision that you're calling forward. Maybe it's how you want your relationship to look. Maybe it's some of your fears that you haven't expressed yet. Maybe you haven't felt safe enough to, but it's time and you want to get them out so that you can then plant the seeds that grow from the healing of that fear. Maybe you want to go on a double date. Maybe if you're single, you want to hang out with a couple that really inspires you and makes you feel like, oh, wow, that's what I want. Or maybe you just watch some cool movies that really make you feel like that's real love. That's how love is supposed to be. If you are looking for love, again, I always highly recommend my IGTV video about how to find your soulmate. It's literally how I manifested my man very quickly. It works every time. You gotta do it if you're looking for love. Because Libra is ruled by Venus, representing that fecund, beautiful, fertile earth, you can also use color magic, like wearing green, to amplify your abundance. So if you want to paint something green, or you want to put on something green, or even just wear a little green eyeshadow, you can call in that abundant, fertile energy into your life while you're planting these seeds. Some really great journal questions for Libra season are, what am I looking for in my relationships that maybe you don't have yet? How am I relating to myself that could be improved? What am I still afraid to say or show to another person? That could be a friend, that could be your family, that could be your partner. These are great questions to ask, good inquiry to have during Libra season. So, this is just a little tidbit, little microdose for you. I know not everybody is into astrology. Before I was wearing a witch hat, I wasn't into astrology. I was a cynical New Yorker and I just didn't believe it. And then I realized that we are the same percentage of water as the planet, and the moon controls the tides. And the moon is just one little tiny rock that's orbiting us. Imagine how all the other giant planets that are circling us can influence us. So truly, astrology can be a very, very profound thing to understand. And this is just a wonderful time to really look at not only how you're relating to yourself and to other people, but how you're relating to the earth. Look at what happened in just those few months of quarantine, where we literally saw the planet recover in a massive way. How can we support her recovery? How can we support our return to balance with the planet? It's not just about our relations. It's about how we relate to the world around us. This planet is the mother we all share. So it's very, very opportune to look at how you relate to her. Do you use a lot of plastic? Do you always flush the toilet when you go pee? Highly recommend peeing outside if you can, or just leave it in there. The toilet takes 6 gallons of water every time you flush it. There are people all over the planet that would kill for that much fresh water, just to let you guys know. So I wish you such a happy new moon. I hope that this video serves and supports you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you. I hope you have a blessed and happy new moon, and get ready for some more spooky content as Samhain and All Hallows Eve approach. I'm Mia Magic, and welcome to the Wizarding World.